It's about anti-Semitism, Jay.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I remember watching that movie and like, so what's the problem? He's Jewish? Like, that's it?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing? I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I remember watching that as a kid. Like, really? This is like a thing?
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go back in history. Sure is. Sure is.
The weirdest hang-ups ever to get hung up on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But back to Encino Man.
Yes. You sure you don't want to
All this shit.
dive deeper into anti-Semitism?
I'll give it. No, let's keep going.
Wait, hold on. Let's back up.
Let's talk about how Encino Man hates the Jews. Subtext.
Welcome to A Cast with No Name. We're your hosts. I'm Jay.
I'm Matt.
I'm Coop.
And this is episode 87. And this episode, we talk about Cro-Magnon Man as we squeeze the juice, as Matt would say, with Encino Man, the 1992 teen comedy. But first, don't forget to visit our website, acastwithnoname.com, where you can watch all entire episode. See, this is what happens when I don't have something to read.
That makes it
what
more,
do I do with my hands?
It's more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look good.
All of our episodes are on our website. We're also on our YouTube channel,
Yep.
Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever it's called.
Yep.
We're on there.
It's all there.
Leave us a like if you enjoy the show.
Yep.
And as always, thank you for listening.
Yeah. Well, did you enjoy squeezing the juice? One more time?
It's been a long time since I saw it.
It's been a long time
I
since I saw it.
thought I had seen it more recently than what I had, and I think it's been a long.
Yeah.
I don't think Christy and I ever saw it together.
Yeah.
I don't think so it's been at least 13 whatever years.
Did you watch it a lot growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because it came out in 92, so I mean I started watching 93 whenever it came out on video. Yeah. It was just in the standard rotation.
Oh yeah, of course it was.
Yeah.
So
Same for you, Coop?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This was the first movie I ever saw in theaters. So this is a standout for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is PG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mama Dukes took me up to the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a couple scenes with Liam and Lincoln.
Yeah, what'd they think?
They thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
They liked Link a lot.
Yeah,
they
of
laughed when
course.
he was being like a caveman.
Yeah, acting like a monkey.
But
climbing
then
up
when
the
he's
wall.
talking about, gazungas and cones,
Betty Nugs.
Betty Nugs, I'm like, oh God. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, PG. I mean, I guess that makes sense because the entire time I was watching it, I was like, I feel like this would have been too tame for high school people. I mean, I watched it when I was in high school, but I feel like it was mainly geared towards kids in middle school.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
For people who thought
This is what
high school
school's
is
gonna
like.
be like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't cuss a lot.
No.
At all, really.
Yeah.
They said they threw a fag in there at the end.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah. I was like, whoa, where did that come from?
What are you doing, fag?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, there's
Not
been
gonna lie.
no language like that all the way
Not
through the
gonna lie,
movie.
I laughed out
Plenty of
loud.
opportunity.
It's like, there it is. Hey.
Yeah.
There's not really any language. I mean, there's no nudity or anything.
No.
Obviously. PG.
No.
But
No.
it's pretty tame.
You're right, though. It's geared towards like 10, 11, 12-year-old boys, for sure.
I remember thinking, I can't wait to get to high school. This is what it's going to be like.
Really?
Yeah. Couldn't be further from the
Is that what happened in high school?
Absolutely not.
No, definitely wasn't.
You didn't dig your own pool?
I didn't dig my own pool. Matt knew my dad. I had been whacked several times.
Oh,
that
easily.
I tried to,
Yeah, what
tried to dig a
parent
pool.
would let you dig
Yeah,
a hole that
go dig
big?
a hole in the backyard.
Not
kid.
to mention, if you pay attention, you notice he did not call 411 because there was like this underground
Yeah.
irrigation system
Going-
just hanging there. Like, there's a pipe. Could it be a gas line? Who knows?
Just dig around
Just
it.
let
It's
it
fine.
dangle.
It's back when parents let kids do with it whatever they wanted. It was fine.
Yeah, I don't think his parents really
No.
knew anything about
Well,
anything.
he loaded a man-sized ice cube into the garage and like nobody noticed.
Yeah.
Like your mom never tried to pull in or.
Which
No.
that's probably the most unrealistic thing is being able to lift that ice cube thing.
Yeah. Just the
onto
two of
like
them.
some couple sawhorses.
With like a tractor,
Yeah.
a little tractor lawnmower
tractor.
to pull it up.
Yeah.
You know how heavy that fucking thing
Because
is.
they take the tarp off. And I was like, how the fuck did they lift that thing?
Yeah,
up
get
there?
him up on the
Yeah.
sawhorses. Yeah,
It's like, Stoney isn't Fucking
Nah, he's not deadly. He's not
He only has
deadlifting
4-inch
800.
buys. I mean, how are you gonna?
Yeah. Well, and they did an aerial shot of the neighborhood to go into the hole that he was digging. Everybody had a pool, so
Yeah.
I'm like, you wouldn't need to.
Yeah, that would have already been
Your
there.
friends would have pools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You wouldn't set yourself apart by digging a pool because everyone would know
You
somebody
would
that
just
had a
go
pool.
to somebody's house. Yeah.
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 But he didn't have any friends. So
Oh, that's true. It was just him and Stoney.
But that was his plan. He was going to
Yeah.
be prom king because he had a pool.
but
and he was-
everybody already has a pool.
Like,
Right.
And
There's something
spoiler
wrong with
alert.
this
For the
plan.
party. Yeah.
Spoiler alert, they all go to his pool after prom, and I'm just like, they're all swimming in muddy water.
Muddy water, yeah.
That just
It's
happened
just
to
a
fill
giant
up
puddle.
after one rainstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have to make sense.
No.
Oh, it
No.
doesn't have
Yeah.
to. But yeah, I felt since it was the first time seeing it in a while, what I never noticed was it felt like, because they had to give a lot of exposition of who people were and everything.
Yeah.
I felt like Dave woke up and that was his first day experiencing life, just because he's digging a pool for whatever, and then Stoney has to break it to him like, I know you want Robin to go with you to the prom, but she's not going to. He's like, what do you mean? And then they get to school. He's like, yep, he's got her. And he's like, Matt Wilson? Like, he never understood any of this. And
Like, this
even
is
though she's
yeah.
like wearing his
She already has a
ring.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
What?
What? Oh, when did that happen? Yeah, like 8 fucking years ago, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. A lot of exposition to introduce everyone.
Yeah.
Shush!
I like
That was the funniest part.
Yeah.
When
Well-
he says shush.
While watching this movie, I was like, Pauly Shore, how old is this guy? I'm like, he's 30 in this movie. Looked it up. He's 23. I think he looks
It just looks old.
out
Yeah.
of place. Yeah. But years of drug abuse will do that to you.
I guess, yeah. Between the ages of...
I saw him in stand-up shortly after COVID in Vegas, and he really looks like it's... Yeah, it's
Pretty
just,
noticeable.
but he's like mid-50s.
Yeah, now,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So, it makes sense, but...
Yeah. Oh, Paul, you look old.
Yeah. What happened? Where's the weasel? Which, that's how he did start off his set. He was like, I hate to break it to you guys, I'm not doing the weasel.
Is that what he said?
Really?
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. And he's like, I loved it, but he's like, nope, that time's passed. He's like, we've gone through hell already these 2 years, and I have note cards. I'm trying to get back into it. You're not getting the weasel. I think he did a little bit of it later,
Right.
but,
Well, good for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he has no like embarrassment from it or anything.
I would go see him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't need to see the weasel just because
Yeah.
Yeah.
be curious to see what his stand
And
looks like.
his stand-up was fine. I mean, it was just that awkward time because it was right after COVID, so no one had done any stand-up for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And so like everyone had no car. I mean, we saw Bill Burr like shortly after that, and it was like the same
Thing.
same kind of thing. Like it wasn't, you could tell he was like just testing new material and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That is...
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, that is true with Dave. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. He just
He's
has no idea what's
Yeah,
going
he's
on.
everything's a new experience as
Yeah.
he goes to school. Yeah, that is weird.
Come on. Oh. And then I started thinking, I was like, well, maybe Stoney's like his alter ego and he's just talking to himself.
To
this
himself? That would have been
Oh,
entire
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like a Fight Club type scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with
Yeah.
Caveman.
Yeah, that's the twist you don't see
That is the
coming.
twist.
And I don't think Stoney would have one friend. I feel like he'd be
No, he's
like
the,
a guy
he's the
that
drug
would have
dealer.
friends.
He-
Yeah.
Well, he's the guy that gets invited to the party because he brings the drugs.
drugs,
but
yeah.
he's like, nobody's ever like, let's hang out with Stoney.
right.
you
We knew
know.
a couple people
Yeah,
in high school
absolutely.
like that. For sure.
Yeah. I feel like Stoney would have been like the fun, popular guy. Like not like preppy
He'd
or
have
whatever,
friends.
but
Yeah,
he
he
would
would
have a
have
lot
friends.
of
No
friends.
one would call him a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
these couple nerds.
He references, he's like, can I tell Steve Goozer? And he's like, no one, don't tell anybody. And he's like, all right. And he's like, later on in the movie, like, hey, Steve Goozer. And it's the janitor at the high school.
Who buys pot from Stoney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he gets his,
It all makes
that's where he gets his pot.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, that was the only 2 notes I had for this entire movie.
The whole
Was
thing?
Muddy prom pool, and Dave has no clue what's going on in his entire life.
He doesn't.
Watching it at this age, I had a bit of a paradigm shift. So Sean Astin is the dickhead. He's,
yes.
he's
Oh.
the antagonist.
He's
Absolutely.
He didn't want to date Robin until she was hot.
Yep.
She was already dating somebody, had no problem trying to get him to break up.
Yep.
Used Link for his own
Personal
personal gain. And when he wasn't working out, he's just like, oh, well, we'll just drop this caveman off on the side of the road.
Yeah, Dave's a dick.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then Stoney is the voice of reason. Pauly Shore, when Pauly Shore is the voice of reason in your head, you need to sit down and reevaluate things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think Dave got the send off in this movie that he deserved, where he got the girl? I don't think Robin would be like, oh yeah,
No.
I want to get this. I want to get this guy.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's
It didn't make any sense.
No.
well when they're sitting there talking and she's like, it was really cool what you did back there. I still have no idea what she
he
was
did.
referring to,
Yeah.
like other than, oh, watch this, and he joins into the choreographed dance at the end. And if she thinks that's cool, like
he did nothing. He was just kind of there. Like Brendan Fraser, obviously his storyline drove the plot.
Yeah.
Sean Astin was just kind of there. He didn't even have his own dance to do.
Nope.
He just jumped in somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was just like, oh, I do like. He got beat up by the bully, which really, I don't know. He wasn't that bad of a guy. Like, dude, you keep hitting on his girlfriend. Of course he's going to get in your face.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
And so,
Justified.
And then she was just like, oh, you've got this giant puddle and you found a caveman. So cool what you did back there.
Kiss me, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, watch this as I become a backup dancer to two of my friends.
Yeah. You can kind of tell that it was written by somebody who would like, this is how things should happen.
Yeah.
But in all actuality, like, come on. I mean, he goes to Blades and he pulls up a photo of them in a bathroom together when they were a kid. Like, come on. That's not, that is an
creeper.
immediate turn off.
Yeah.
Creeper.
Yeah.
Like, what the, ugh.
Well, I like her response. She's like, you didn't show anybody this, did you? And he was like, oh, no, that's your copy. You can show whoever you want. She's like, okay, thanks. And she like tucks it into her jacket or her purse or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Not cool.
Nah. That's not the cool thing she was referring
Yeah.
to.
There's nothing he did in this movie where it would warrant Robin
No.
to fall head over heels for this guy.
Yeah, that is
Makes
true.
no sense. She would either fall for Stoney or for Link.
Well, the next day she sobers up and is like, what the fuck? And she calls that Matt Wilson guy like, hey, sorry, I fucked up last night. Let's get back together.
That's how it would go.
That's what they don't show you.
Yeah.
Well, nothing in this movie is realistic. And,
No.
and the
Nah.
next realistic thing is he gets arrested for being at a bar and he can't go to prom. You're assuming he's like, I can't. I'm on probation. I'm grounded. Like, oh, his parents disciplined him.
Yeah.
Nope. The very next scene, he's cheersing with Stoney with a glass of like a champagne glass of beer. And there's a keg in between them that's already at the house.
Yeah.
I was like, how did they get that?
Yeah.
And where are the parents that
They're gone.
They're gone.
They're just-
Absenteeism
business
is an
trip.
epidemic in
Business
this country. Yeah.
But that's part of the magic of this movie. Just things happen.
Yeah.
Like how you would want them to happen.
Yeah.
things appear? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
But yeah, rewatching, I think Michael DeLuise was definitely the guy who played Matt Johnson.
Yeah.
He's probably like him and Brendan Fraser. I think were really good.
Yeah,
And,
for sure.
but his comedic DeLuise's timing is I just thought was
Yeah, he's good.
good. It just felt like he wasn't like an evil antagonist.
Right.
It was just like the older brother that would just keep picking on people.
Yeah. But you're absolutely right. Everything he does to Sean, it's like, well, dude, you're hitting on my girl. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Just be cool with it?
Yeah. Of course not.
Maybe I go a little excessive
gonna
here,
fly.
but hey,
He's got to get his point across.
yeah, obviously you're not getting it. What do you want me to do?
That, and I couldn't watch his character without thinking, I'm an escrow, for you Gilmore Girl fans out there.
I'm not a Gilmore Girls fan. You've seen it?
Oh, yeah. of
Was he
course.
in
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
I don't remember. It's been-
he plays
Come on, guys.
I forget
Tell
the
me.
character name, but Luke's sister's husband. Like
Okay.
she finds a guy at the Renaissance fair and they get married, and he's that guy. I mean, he looks very middle aged in Gilmore Girls.
But he doesn't play a dick in the Gilmore Girls?
No,
It's against his
he's
type?
just like a lovable buffoon.
Okay.
So that buy a house and he's so excited he just keeps yelling, "I'm an escrow!
No, he
I'm
was,
an escrow!"
he was in 13 episodes of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah, he was a recurring
Like a
character.
regular, yeah.
And but then Luke was like, "Stop saying that."
I liked Rick Ducommun.
Yeah.
He just pops up randomly in movies from this time period. But he was only in The Burbs. That was like his only like lead.
Oh yeah,
role.
yeah.
I
don't know why I love him.
He had
That
a
guy's
very
funny.
small bit part in The Bodyguard, where he played himself as a prisoner.
I gotcha.
At the award show. But yeah, that's.
He's got great timing. Like when he's like, he's asking people questions and he gets to, you are paying attention. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah. I don't know. You can tell it wasn't scripted. He's just riffing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He plays a believable teacher.
He does.
He's good. The fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
I just can't. I can't get over the fact that I don't think Stoney would have been like unpopular.
Yeah, no.
He's just too unique. Yeah, and he seems like a fun guy.
Yeah.
He stands out. I don't think he would just have one friend.
Nah.
Not at all. Nah. He'd be doing. Yeah, he'd be in all sorts of shit.
And it was the early '90s. Like, I mean, look at the guy. Yeah. I mean, he's the poster child for the early '90s. Late '80s, early '90s, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He improvised. I think it was like 95% of the lines that were in that movie.
Do you know that they originally wanted him to be Link?
Yeah, and he turned him down.
He turned it down. Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna be able to talk.
Yeah,
that's my whole appeal.
Yeah,
which is funny. Really?
Which is true. I mean, what would he contribute to?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
and because I looked. This is like his first movie that he was pretty much in. I mean, he had some earlier roles, but there were movies I haven't heard of, and I don't know how big of a character that he played in those previous roles. So I don't know if he already started that at that time, because I'm like, well, this is his first, because like this kicked off his career in the 90s, because the very next year was Son-in-Law. Yeah. And then In the Army Now, and then Bio.
Well, he signed on to this, and Disney gave him a 3-picture deal. Mm. He's like, because they're like, well, we can only give you so much money. He's like, okay, I'll do it if you sign me to a 3-picture deal.
Okay.
Based on the success of this. So he was kind of like hoping that Encino Man would make a profit, and then they would bump up his salary for the other.
Yeah, because I think he's like at MTV or something like that.
He's a VJ.
VJ.
Yeah. Yeah, his Cali. Remember those?
VJ.
I remember
for those
VJ.
of you who don't know, VJ is a video jockey. When there were music videos, they would intro the music video. Not a disc jockey. Not a DJ, a VJ.
Video.
Yeah.
VJ.
Video jockey.
Yeah.
I remember Kennedy and Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse had like the goofy hair, and he's always like,
well, he won that Want to Be a VJ contest.
Be a VJ,
yeah. I remember that.
I think he was like the first emo, because he just had like that look.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun telling my kids what MTV was.
They won't care.
They won't. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, whatever, Grandpa,
reality
let's put you to
TV,
bed.
the reality TV show, or the reality TV station.
That Netflix documentary about the downfall of MTV. It's
the Road Rules and Real World channel. Is that? Oh wait, what? The Ridiculousness channel.
That is still going on.
That's all
which is crazy. On there. Rob Dyrdek's like 55 and he's still skater boy.
Yeah. Oh, here's this guy getting hit in the nuts. Oh my god!
What do you guys think?
I think it was weird. That would hurt.
If I get hit in my balls, oh my god! Look at the guy with the camera didn't even help. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. And Brandon Fraser didn't want to take the role because he just finished School Ties, and he wanted to be considered like a serious thespian actor. But his agent like convinced him to do this.
Yeah,
because
I need that 10%.
That, and it's like, hey, it's just fun. It's just a fun thing. Don't worry about it. No one's gonna like tie this to you. You're gonna get other roles. And I think he secured With Honors with Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
They wrote the script for it, and they're like, oh, this is going to go in production like in a year when Joe's available. So then after he got that, he's like, okay, I'll do Encino Man. And Sean Astin didn't even want to do this. He turned it down like 8 times.
How did he get roped into it?
Money.
Yeah.
They gave him $450,000 and like a short film deal. Like you can direct your own short film, which I think was nominated for an Oscar.
Oh, wow.
It's called Kangaroo Court.
Okay. Yeah, because I only saw one short film that he did. It's on the bonus features of I think, one of the Lord of the Rings, because it was shot in New Zealand, and it was like the story that takes place on a bus stop, and Peter Jackson makes a cameo as the bus driver.
Oh yeah.
And but it was just like a short, like 5-8 minute short film that they had spare time or whatever.
Yeah.
And Sean Astin directed another thing.
Yep.
But I thought Brendan Fraser did, I mean, I think because of this, he did George of the Jungle and all that other stuff. But no, I mean, I thought he was really good in it. I mean, it's definitely the more entertaining parts of the movie is him just interacting with
whatever.
Yeah.
He said his inspiration was Buster Keaton.
Oh.
He channeled Buster Keaton. Don't you love that? When I'm doing this movie called Encino Man, and you want to still maintain your actor integrity, so you're like, I'm going to watch Buster Keaton films to channel the caveman. It's like, dude, just act like come on. You're not watching.
Just wing it. Yeah. Who's going to know the difference? It's not like somebody's going to be like, that's not what the caveman did when I saw him. You know, there's no reference. Just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, it can't be realistic. I mean, he'd just be bashing people over the head and dragging them to it like some weird cave. It'd turn into like, what was that one movie you liked? Where that weird saggy tit lady lived in the sewer underground.
Oh, yeah, Barbarian.
Barbarian, yeah.
You liked it.
I did like it.
It's a great movie. Did you see that?
No.
That's sweet.
Okay, is that next to my
It's
list?
on Max.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
Right.
Oh, that's
nice.
square footage.
It has some of the funniest scenes.
It's
so good. It's a great movie though. It comes out of left field. You're not expecting it. That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, really good.
Okay.
You'll like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's short too.
It's like an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It's a toy. 90 minutes.
I can handle that.
Toy like a toiga.
You'll like it.
This movie was also the first time that two Goonies actors were in a movie.
The only time.
Oh, has it not been since? Even since then?
I think it's the only time that two Goonies actors kind of reunited.
Data. What was his?
Ke Huy Quan. Kwan?
Jonathan Kwan?
John Kwan.
Ke Huy Quan. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a smaller role. And
It's funny because Brendan Fraser and Ke Huy Quan both won an Oscar in the same year.
As it should.
The Whale and
they're all connected.
everything.
Pauly Shore should have presented that.
He should have.
For both of them.
I mean, yeah, that's how you do it, right?
Oh, yeah. It would have been
Come
great.
on. That would have been cool.
That or Sean Astin for one, and then Pauly Shore for the other.
Yeah, I'm connected to these guys from a movie that I didn't want to do at all. I'm actually ashamed.
30 years ago.
I did it.
But I think it was obviously good for his career. I don't think he would have gotten Mummy Returns.
Without this?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Because I feel like this put him in front. No one our age watched School Ties.
No.
No one watches it now.
I watched it. It's pretty good.
I haven't.
It's fine.
I don't know. Doesn't it have like Ben Affleck, Matt Damon? In it
Both,
too?
yeah. Matt Damon plays the dick, the antagonist in the movie.
Matt Damon plays the dick?
Yeah, Ben Affleck's just like a side character, just a kid that goes to the school.
Got it.
It's a cheerful anti-Semitic tale. It's fun for the whole family. It's about anti-Semitism, Jay.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I remember watching that movie and like, so what's the problem? He's Jewish? That's it?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing? I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I remember watching that as a kid, like, really? This is like a thing?
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go back in history. Sure is. Sure is.
The weirdest hang-ups ever to get hung up on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But back to Encino Man.
Yes. You sure you don't want to
all this shit
dive deeper into anti-Semitism?
I'll give it. No, let's keep going.
Wait, hold on. Let's back up.
Let's talk about how Encino Man hates the Jews. Subtext. I'll give it credit for this. I do think it tapped into, even though it's ridiculous that Dave wants to dig a hole to make his own pool, so he'll throw the cool end of prom party because he'll be popular. Those thoughts do go into like kids' heads. Like, I need to do something like that to be popular.
Yeah, that's true.
No matter how stupid it sounds, but absolutely that thought is crossed.
Yeah, the desire to be
absolutely
popular, I think, was
like it's the whole plot of Superbad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If we just bring alcohol, we're going to be popular.
We're going to be cool. Yeah. And
then cool.
And 100%.
And then we're going to get the chicks.
Yep.
Yeah. For the last week
that
of high
is
school.
how it worked, though.
Is it? Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, people.
But yeah, if you're going to pick either dig a hole in your backyard or bring alcohol to a party, it's plan B. Bring alcohol to the party.
I can spend weeks doing this, buying shovels and picks and whatever the fuck else, or I can just buy 2 kegs. I'll just buy the second keg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was, Jay.
What's that?
It wasn't that there was a pool and the rainstorm miraculously filled that hole up with water.
No, he was
it's
the only one
there was
to
a
get
keg. There was a keg and there was no one else that had a keg.
There's so many Real Housewife parents out there in Encino that probably would have been, oh yeah, my son could have the party and they'd bring all their friends and
Not nowadays.
Oh, I'm sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's tons
I
of
think
parents
so.
that don't know how to raise children. They'll be like, oh, well, as long as they're having a gangbang orgy at my house, it's
not
fine.
some strange place somewhere else.
I might as well have them here where I can keep an eye on them. You want to keep an eye on your children having a gangbang? Well, it's better than doing it in a car. They call that a soup kitchen.
Matt, you knew people, like we knew adults that were like, oh yeah, just drink at our house, blah, blah, we'll keep an eye. Like they were never around. They were upstairs asleep or whatever. We're in the basement just getting fucking hammered. Like there was no supervision there. We easily could have had alcohol poisoning or fucked each other up one way or the other. And they would have had no idea.
He's absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, are you going to be that parent?
You know it.
Yeah, Joanna, bring all your guy friends in here. Let's have a good time.
Better keep an eye on you. No problem. I want to be the cool dad. It means a lot to me when there's a bunch of 16, 17, 18-year-olds that think I'm hip.
I'm never going to be that way. I don't get that. The cool dad. Why would you want to be that?
No.
I have no desire to be the cool dad.
If I'm the cool dad, that's just going to bring you and all your fucking idiot friends over even more often.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Walking in the house, tracking in dirt and shit, eating the food.
Be home by 10.
Yeah. 10:01, I'm on the street looking for you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No, I always wanted to be the dad that would be feared.
You want to be the fearful dad?
A little bit.
You do strike fear.
I do. It's very apparent when I turn on the dad voice and like one of them just laughs and runs away, and I'm like, well, that didn't work. But I don't know. I always kind of.
It's all right, Jay. Just when Joanna brings a guy home on that fateful day, just walk out of your room with one of your guns.
Yeah, all of them. All of them.
Yeah. Just be there cleaning it as they come walking in. Like, what are you doing, Dad? Just cleaning my guns.
Cleaning my guns. I have so many.
My sidearm.
Unregistered, so I could just dispose of it whenever I want.
Oh, these?
Untraceable.
Found these in a river. But no, always wanted to have that. Wait till your father gets home.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Probably not.
Because already they're like, Daddy's silly. And I'm like, well, there goes that kind of mentality.
It's all right. They'll get older and, you'll
just
embarrass them.
Completely not listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Well, Cooper, are you going to have some kids? Be the fearful dad one day?
I might now. I don't know. We'll see.
You might now? Oh. Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Don't do the 23andMe. You might...
might find some good...
It'd be like that Vince Vaughn movie where he went to the sperm bank.
Delivery Man.
Yeah. 500 children.
Cooper actually has 88 kids.
Oh my God. Did he donate to a sperm bank?
I'm moving to Thailand.
They're there too.
Did you see the short film that approved this movie?
I did not.
Les Mayfield, Disney, for those of you that you want to nerd out, Hollywood Pictures was the offshoot of Walt Disney Distribution because they wanted to make more adult-themed / adolescent movie-themed pictures.
Oh, adolescent theme. Okay.
Yeah, so they made Hollywood Pictures, which is what distributed this movie. And
because they had Touchstone.
Funny, Jeffrey Katzenberg was the CEO of Walt Disney, and he sent out this infamous memo to where a lot of these movies were making money, like Flight of the Navigator, Goonies. I know Goonies. This is the one that popped in my head. Just these movies, these like adolescent themed movies, were making money. So his strategy was, well, the margins aren't where I want it to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to hire C and D list actors to lead these movies so that we can make them for cheap. Mm-hmm. And that went out apparently in the 90s, and it wasn't supposed to. And all these actors got all up in a fucking tizzy.
Oh, because they weren't because they weren't considered A-list.
So maybe that was the reason why Sean Austin was like, I don't want to take this until you pay me, kind of thing. It's like, I'm not a C. I'm an A-lister.
I'm an A-lister.
I was in fucking Goonies, bitch. You better recognize.
I was in Whitewater Summer.
Exactly.
Did you see Kevin Bacon's jeans cling to his leg? I did that.
Jay's like, I did. That's the third time I've referenced that in the last 3 podcasts. But so they didn't trust Les Mayfield to direct because he hadn't directed anything. So what he did was he hired Ben Stiller to play Link. Mm-hmm. Remember Steve Coogan from Don't Tell Mom? Yeah. The Babysitter's Dead? Mm-hmm. Played Dave. Yeah, okay. And some other no-name played... His name was Harold, and Pauly Shore convinced him, no. He's going to be me. We're going to call him Stoney. His name's not Harold. Anyway, it was like a 5-minute short film, and they were like, oh, yeah, just make that longer. But yeah, we're going to cast Brendan Fraser and not Ben Stiller, and that's how it was done. All right. It's on YouTube.
Well, that director, did you look at the other films that guy has?
He did like Blue Streak.
It's like a lot of like behind the scenes, like the making of.
Oh yeah, he did the it's like, Hearts of Darkness.
Do you direct anything for
that documentary is really good.
Which one's that?
It's a documentary about the making of Apocalypse Now.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's
good?
Yeah.
Does it just show Marlon Brando just sitting in a corner eating fucking
it's just
hot
2
dogs?
hours of that. Just like, give me another sausage.
I only work 2 hours. It's from 1 to 3. Give me a hot dog. Stupid.
When they finally give me an Oscar, I'm not even going to be there.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. That's all I've got.
I mean, what else is there to say about
Encino Man?
There's
absolutely nothing to say about.
Do you want to dive deeper into
Go watch it.
into the lore?
If you haven't seen it in a while, go watch it.
Did you like how they were trying to, like, if you go around the high school, they had like every box hit, like they'd have like the popular girls and then like the nerds, and then they'd have the hip hop heads.
Yeah.
The dumbest hip hop heads ever.
Yeah.
But I guess it was 92, and that's what they thought.
Yeah,
cool hip hop was. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, dancing near their locker.
Just dancing in a locker.
Well, I like how they give the caveman
tags on the hat,
a mouse, and he's doing squiggly lines in Microsoft Paint, and then everyone's like so impressed, like, oh my god, like he programmed the software, and I'm like, what did he do? And they're like, oh, he needs to be in the computer club, and I'm like, why? It's a very mediocre thing.
They're trying to convey how popular this guy.
Yeah, he's so cool.
In anywhere, like a glove. He can fit in with the hip hop heads. Yeah.
He's a chameleon. Just
everybody loves him.
Everyone loves him except for Matt.
Being yourself.
Yeah,
that's what he's conveying there. Just be yourself, and everybody's gonna like you.
Yeah.
It would be nice if Dave learned that lesson, but I don't think he learned anything.
No, he didn't. He just got everything that he wanted.
Yep.
And that learned nothing.
Everything fell into place.
Yeah.
Magically.
Out of sheer luck.
He didn't do anything.
He did nothing. He just followed Link around.
He didn't earn the girl.
Just rode the coattails.
They went to a pretty sweet bar at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. And it was hopping.
Just
didn't make sense. Have a couple tequila shots with the fucking essays. No big deal. It's so stupid.
The perspective, one of the perspectives that changed, like I used to think the girl in the bar that was sitting on the bar.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, she's the hottest person I've ever seen. Still very attractive. But I remember when I was a kid watching this, I was like, oh man, she's got to be like 30, 35. Then I watched it again and I was like, no, she's like barely 20.
Barely.
I was like,
probably not old enough to get in that bar.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I was like, that is a crime. That is not.
Yeah. But my final thoughts on this movie are The most unbelievable aspect of this movie is not that they thawed out a caveman. It's that Dave got the girl at the end, because there's no fucking way that girl
would have gotten with him.
No, absolutely not.
The fact that there was a frozen caveman, what, 10 feet below the ground in Southern California?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still more believable than that.
Than Dave
Sean
getting the
Ash
girl.
and Dave getting the girl. Yeah.
Dave would not get a girl.
Nah.
Come on, guys. No. That is the flaw.
It should have had, I don't know.
They should have had a nerdy girl in there that
Yeah,
kind of pokes her head in every now and then. He realizes, oh, she's actually
and
the
she's
one
just
for
wearing
me.
glasses.
She's just wearing
glasses
she takes
off,
the glasses
then
off,
she's banging.
takes down the ponytail, and now he's like, oh.
And she walks down the steps. They play "Kiss Me" just ever so softly.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Then he realizes his flaws. Like, why was I going for
Or if he like
popular
learned
girl?
something from Link.
Anything.
Like, oh, just be yourself.
Yeah.
And
stop trying to impress people so much. You fuckhead.
Yep.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. Would the movie have been better if just Dave wasn't in it and it was just Stoney?
Like Stoney found him.
Yeah. And he's just them going on adventures. I don't know.
Dave is he's the problem in this movie. You know what I mean? Like he's the thing that they have to constantly overcome. Like wanting to bring a fucking caveman to school. Pauly Shore's like, I don't think that's a good idea. It's like, no, we'll keep an eye on him. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's the one that's causing all this turbulence that they have to.
Yeah, it would have been like a 5-minute film. Stoney would have thought him out, and then and then called the authorities, and they would have taken care of him, or like some kind of social services.
Yeah,
and
put him in a zoo somewhere.
Yep. Which they used to do that to people.
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Not that long ago.
It was like
100 years ago.
It was like 1920s.
Yeah. They would just take people and
they would take like pygmies from Africa and put them in the New York Zoo.
They have a thing in Chicago in the Field Museum.
What?
Yeah, I swear they don't have a pygmy in there anymore. But I mean, they got they would just take
catch a human out, like a human
just a random
with his
human,
tribe.
Like, oh, here's someone that's never been exposed to our civilization, and we're gonna throw him in a cage.
Let's put him in a cage and charge people to gawk at it.
There's a movie. Holy shit. That's wild.
That was King Kong.
Right.
But not as big.
Actually, that's actually a metaphor for slavery, but...
Yeah, I was just going to say, why am I shocked? That's actually not surprising now that I think about it. Yeah. No. Wow.
No. You didn't know that?
No, I had no idea.
No.
Yeah. They just didn't teach that.
Well, they'll do it again.
Well, they can't teach every little thing. I mean, you've only got 12 years of school.
This is chapter 12. This chapter we're going to be exploring when we put humans in cages, like in a zoo. There's a human zoo? No, it was a regular zoo. You had the monkeys, you had the gorillas, the Bengal tigers, and then you had the pygmies. And yep.
This is for the pygmies in New Guinea. I like the cable guy bit starts to make sense now.
It'd be funny. Guy's just sitting in there. He's like, I'm just short, guys. What the fuck?
Speaks perfect English. Give him an English accent, actually.
You were under 6 foot, so that's a red flag. So
he just stands there and gives everyone the middle finger, just walking by, just despising everybody.
Just dressed in normal clothes.
Wait until I get out of this.
I mean, I feel like orangutans do that. Like, at least this guy would be able to learn "fuck you" or something, a verbal insult to hurl at people.
I do hate looking at orangutans at the zoo. I hate it. They're just sitting there like
they could care less. They're like, just shoot me already.
Yeah, feel bad.
I know, they have the shittiest toys in there. It's like a random ball with a rope attached to it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Have fun.
Yeah. Oh, can I sit on the floor? You can, but it's cold concrete.
That's why we have these fake branches for you guys.
But don't chew them because it's plastic and then you'll die.
Yes. Fun.
All right, so Encino Man.
Yeah. Would you recommend it for anyone over the age of 12 years old?
Probably not. Because I think that's the only age, because Dave is so ridiculous in it.
Yeah.
But that's who you gravitate, like that's who you want to be.
That's the opening character,
relate with.
You're supposed to relate to,
Yeah. And he's just not a very nice kid.
Yeah.
No.
I'd say middle school, sure. Outside of middle school, probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, there's I saw a lot of 10 out of 10 reviews for this.
10 out of 10?
If you just want to see good actors before they were who they are today, I would say go watch this movie.
Brendan Fraser doing the caveman experiencing the real world stuff. I mean, that's entertaining.
Yeah, he's good.
I could probably watch a half hour of that.
Yeah.
Just like some caveman, I'm like, what the fuck? But I like him attacking the garbage truck and some
that
of
was
that
funny.
shit.
Yeah, trying to start a fire in Dave's room.
Yeah.
Here, let me.
I do like the Pauly Shore convenience store scene where with the food groups. That is funny. That is funny.
Ding, meat group.
I don't know. The Indians are like, no more squeezing the juice.
Wheeze the juice. No, wheeze the juice.
The one guy, clerk there is
From 4-Year-Old Virgin.
The guy, yeah. I did a double take. I was like, holy shit, he's been something else besides 40-Year-Old Virgin.
And he hasn't aged
At all.
Between that
he
movie
just
and
changed his hair color.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Wait, which one? Because one guy was in, I think, Mr. Deeds.
Yeah. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the same one?
No.
The other guy?
The other one was
Okay.
the Indian clerk from what did they work at in 4-Year-Old Virgin?
Smart Tech.
Smart Tech.
Oh yeah.
We rep the same Smart Tech.
Yeah, we rep the same Smart Tech. Yeah, where he's like, how old are you? It's okay. He's like, it's okay if you haven't had sex. He's like, how old are you? He's like, 40. Oh, you got to take care of that shit, man.
That's right.
He's like, it's not just about asshole and butthole pleasures. Please stop.
All right, 10 out of 10.
All right, let's hear this.
This movie helped save my life.
Oh,
Exclamation point.
Oh boy.
Jerry Bednob is the actor, not the guy who wrote the review. I was going through a rough time in my life, and this is too serious of a thing. I'm not gonna make fun of that.
Stop it, Jay.
Guy listens to our show.
I know.
It's like, fuck it.
8 out of 10. Homo Encino.
Oh.
I expected the usual stoner gross out high school comedy and had also heard that Pauly Shore was a comedic one-trick pony. I'd read about all those Razzies he had been awarded. Also, the premise of high school kids finding a thawed-up Cro-Magnon man and becoming friends with him didn't bode well. So I kind of watched this out of completionism and deep-rooted cinematic masochism.
This is somebody who actually thinks people give a fuck about what he wrote on IMDb.
Yeah, just like the listeners of the show.
Yeah.
No, turns out I was way off the mark.
Fuck.
Encino Man is thoroughly enjoyable and one of the best movies of its genre. And Pauly Shore is my god now. He really made this movie. Well, he may be a one-trick comedian, but at least he's the godfather of this one trick. The stoner surfer dude has been done ad nauseum in high school comedies, but Pauly Shore is the stoner surfer dude to rule all other stoner surfer dudes. His figure, 8 out of 10.
Wow.
Huge.
Sean Penn in Fast Times is my favorite.
100%.
My favorite stoner surfer dude. Spicoli, man.
Spicoli.
I hate Sean Penn.
That movie is pretty funny.
Oh, hilarious.
Especially Spicoli's scenes.
This is Sean Penn as a teenager, not been brain fucked by Hollywood.
You dick!
You dick! Hey, Mr. Hand.
Oh, he's a fag.
That's a good one. It's a good movie.
Yeah, all these sense it's a classic. I still find it funny, this movie, after seeing it again and again. Too many one-liners to count. And the people who gave it bad reviews need to lighten up.
That's right.
But yeah, a lot of 10 out of 10.
It's a kids movie. What do you want?
Yeah, it's a middle school movie.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But
I mean, a lot of one-liners. I wouldn't
say that.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some funny. The one-liners that are in there are funny, but not a lot.
There's not a ton. No, you can't quote the movie all that
Buddy, like that's
you're just doing like the Pauly Shore speak.
1 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An absolute wretch fest.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Wow. This one was bad. Wow, was this one bad? I can't read. That's all right. How bad, you say? Let me put it this way. Pauly Shore was the best thing in this movie. Nuff said. I disagree with that, but I think Brendan Fraser was probably the best thing in the movie. Or the guy who played Matt Johnson. Shush. 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 Worst movie of all time. Well, that's not
Is that
true.
what you tell Christy, by the way?
But shush.
Yeah. She's trying to explain something.
He's going to start.
Yeah, whenever she says something, and I'm like, showing your ignorance again, Christy. Some of us pump. And then I high five a couple of my friends in the background.
Absolutely. I'll stand behind you so you can turn around and high five me.
And I say, some of us slump. And I tell her, try some pump. It'll clear up her acne. And then I write, eat me on her forehead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? Next party we're at, and we're drunk, and Nicole's trying to
No, you're
explain
not.
something to me. I'm going to slip one in there.
Nah. She'll beat your ass.
Shush!
That's my duck.
I can see her looking at me like, what the
Fuck.
What is happening? Come on, babe. You never seen Encino Man?
Do it when you're both drunk, because in that way it'll just spawn out of control. And
Yeah, that'd be great. Fun for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't really. You just got to look at this movie through the eyes of a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. If you're in middle school, they probably like it.
Yeah, it's
but
fine.
Any older than that, it starts getting.
Am I going to watch it again? Only if my kids will.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably watch it again.
Yeah.
Yep. I've seen it way too many times.
Yeah, which is weird, because when I was a kid, I always loved watching this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Soundtrack is banging, too.
Is it?
I don't know. Opens up with PM Dawn.
Does it really?
Yeah. Reality used to be a friend of mine.
Huh.
Yeah. Several good
This is
songs.
back when soundtracks were good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to pull up Encino Man.
Yeah.
And drive home tonight.
Yeah.
Teen comedies, I think, are the only few acceptable genres where you should use pop music. But
Yep.
other than that, it should all be an orchestral score.
Yeah.
Or else it dates it.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, it does.
Orchestral.
Or, well, yeah. Because, well, I mean,
Sounds like a biological term
or a
to me.
period piece. If you have a period piece
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in the 70s and
Yeah.
like Days
That makes
Confused
sense.
or something like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
But,
Yep.
like,
you wouldn't want the English Patient to open up with fucking Taylor Swift.
no. Just
From
like
the
you
city.
That would be
City
funny.
of
Just like you wouldn't want a Western starring Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx and Christoph Waltz playing gangster rap out of nowhere.
What, Rick Ross? You didn't like that?
Nah.
We should edit some movies with
Yeah, I know.
different music,
Yeah.
modern music in it, and just see what the overtone is.
It'll just look like Baz Luhrmann movies.
Yeah.
It'll be like Romeo and Juliet, and then what was it? Moulin
The Great
Rouge.
Gatsby. It was so weird.
I didn't
That's the
see
thing
that.
about
Does
Baz
that
Luhrmann
have
movies.
modern
It has
music?
like it's in the 20s, and they got Jay-Z and
Oh.
Yeah.
popping in there.
Mm.
Like, why is this?
It-
Doesn't matter.
That's what he does.
That's what he does. Join us next time as we talk about The Great Gatsby.
But the original one that you guys can't watch anymore, not the DiCaprio one.
Yeah.
Well, anything else?
No.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Well, join us next time.
Yep.
As we talk about The Great Gatsby. No, Dune 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have already seen it.
Yes.
I have not.
Yep. We're gonna wait on you,
I will watch it,
and then we'll go
Excellent.
talk about it.
and we will talk about it.
Nice.
On this podcast.
I'm gonna try to read the book
Oh,
before,
no,
but I'm not.
No,
That
thank you.
that's like reading a book in a week, Matt.
I mean, those are big books.
Pretty thick. I got it upstairs if you want to borrow it.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Who are we kidding?
Yeah, fuck.
I mean, they made a movie for Christ's sake. What are you watching reading the
What
book
are they?
for?
What are they? Oh, that's different. Would you
Get
guys
your
like to hear
highlighter
all the
out.
things that are different between the movie and the book?
Nope. So, but what I'll do is I'll rewatch Dune 1.
Yep.
Yeah. good
I
call.
did that.
I'll watch the second one,
Yep.
and you didn't read. None of us read the book, so we
Nope.
can talk about it. From
Sure
the
did.
sense of
So nobody has to listen to any of that comparison. We
because
don't read for
that,
you.
That's how
listeners.
I'm going to judge it. Is if the movie makes sense
Yeah.
by itself.
It does make sense by
It,
itself.
it can't. It can't be doing weird
It-
shit. I'm
it
like,
doesn't.
Oh, well, if you read the book, it'll make sense. You don't sure have to read the fucking book when you watch a movie.
If you like the first one, you'll love the second one.
what if you thought the first one existed?
Well, it does exist.
Well, I mean, that's.
You'll like it. You'll still like it.
I'll rewatch it. I don't know. It's got Timothy Chalamet in there for me, Zendaya, and for Christy.
Yep.
All right.
It's got Timothy Chalamet for you. Some eye candy for you, Jack. Yeah.
Looks like a stiff breeze could blow him over.
He should have bulked up a little bit for the movie.
I don't think he can.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that guy will ever be able to bulk up.
Yeah.
He looks like
just a little bit. He doesn't have to be on roids or anything, but like fill out a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Do some push-ups.
Still
some squats.
I don't know.
Do some deadlifting. I don't know. Get the back muscles going.
It's like the personification of a doily.
Just wear a muscle
so
suit. He's covered up the whole time.
Yeah.
He could just wear like a little padded suit.
Austin Butler is in the second one. He yoked out.
Yeah.
The guy who played Elvis. Mm-hmm. He plays
Harkonnen
badass in this one.
I heard there was a thing, Stellan Skarsgård said he was amazed by Austin Butler's voice in the second movie.
He definitely does not. I was waiting for Elvis to come out, and it's night and day.
Well, now he's going to apparently need a dialect coach to not sound like a Skarsgård. So,
like a Harkonnen?
I don't know.
Is that what he did? He's just so method.
Such a method
actor. He can't break out of it. He's got to see a fucking therapist after each role.
He's trapped.
I don't know how I feel about him yet.
I've been trying for months, but I can't get out of this Harkonnen role. I keep sounding like him.
This is where my voice is now. Until he.
I want to thank the Academy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I want to thank the foreign press for this Golden Globe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Dune Part 2.
Dune Part 2.
Sweet. Till next time, Jay.
Till next time, Matt.
Till next time, Jay.
Till next time, Coop.
Till next time, Murph.
Till next time, Coop.
All right.